House guests, welcome to today's BB15 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Mr. Marky Mark 70, and we want to wish him a very happy birthday. Alright, so we got a lot to get to today. First I want to start with a quick little recap of last night. It's double eviction. These people are idiots. So Candace was voted out. Aaron won HOH. Aaron nominated Jessie and Spencer. Aaron won POV. Aaron took Jessie off the block. Aaron put Judd on the block. And then they voted out Judd unanimously. If you want to hear more about that, you should watch our recap from last night of that episode. Julie announced that there's no more MVP this season. There will be 2 nominees, and a jury member could possibly be coming back or something, or they're not necessarily out of the game if they're in the jury. So we'll see what that means. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Aaron's got some ulterior motives with the whole evicting Judd thing. So I think my dentures are slipping. She said that she was putting Judd up because everyone in the house wanted that except for like 2 people. I'm pretty sure the real reason is because she found out that he was making out with Jessie. Because last night she was all, how could he like cuddle with me and kiss me on the mouth and then go and make out with Jessie? So I think that's really why she put him up. Anyway, Andy won the second HOH last night. And I believe it was the game that they practiced for the night before with the ball rolling down the board. And he was doing pretty well during the practice, so I'm not surprised that he won. But Andy also got to pick the have-nots for this week, and a couple of people volunteered. I think pretty much everyone that was picked volunteered except for Gina Marie. So the have-nots are Gina Marie, Helen, Alyssa, and Aaron. So I would be a little nervous if I was Andy. There could be a girls' alliance brewing in that have-not room. So I couldn't believe how much of a sore loser Amanda was being last night after this competition. She was all PO'd that everyone didn't bow down and throw this competition to her. She's like, I just want to win something, McCray, blah. So she was really crying out for attention, and it was really sad to watch because she's like 28 years old. But it's just sad for any age. It's sad for all ages. So that happened. I think it was Helen who let Jessie know that Judd was targeting her. He said that he wanted to get her out. It was either Helen or Aaron or both that told her that. And she was like, well, why didn't any of you a-holes tell me this before? So that's a good question, Jessie. Good question. I found it really annoying that people were crying about Judd leaving last night. You all voted him out. What? Why would you do that if you didn't want to? You know why? Because they're all sheep this season. But Andy and McCray seemed the most upset about it, but especially McCray. I was waiting for him to pull out some gym shorts to blow his nose into, a la Gina Marie. I do think he was upset that Judd was evicted, but at the same time, I think he was really more upset because he knows that he screwed up big time. Judd was actually loyal to him. Judd was one of his closest allies, and Judd could have potentially gotten rid of Amanda one week in the near future, and then McCray wouldn't have to. He wouldn't have to, like, get his hands dirty or anything, because it's going to be really rough for McCray now. I don't know who's going to stand up and challenge Amanda. But yeah, I think he just saw his game, walk out the door with Judd. So Amanda was, like, trying to comfort him. It was just, like, really condescending, and, like, she kept touching his hair, and it was, like, creepy, and it felt like Mrs. Robinson, and I didn't like it. So Erin got her HOH basket because she did win HOH during the double eviction, and they usually do that. But she didn't get any food because she's a have-not. But she did get pictures, some skincare products, a letter from her friend Caitlin, not Big Brother Caitlin, a different one, and some really hot Michael Kors shoes. And at the same time, she was upset because the letter was from her friend and not her parents. She's had 3 letters now. None of them have been from her parents. I believe it's because they didn't sign a release, but still, she's like, what the hell did I do? I get the feeling that she doesn't have a very good relationship with her parents, but let's not go there. So Andy also got his HOH, but he had the whole room reveal. So he got a letter from his mom. He got his pictures, snacks, he got some clothes. He got this one shirt that was like organs hugging each other. It was definitely an Andy shirt. He got a Madonna CD. He got... The next few items are very weird. He got a baby tooth and a fingernail that his mom saved. And he also got some scraps from his old baby blanket. He really tore that thing to crap, I'll tell you that. It's kind of like, if I was on the show, I don't think I'd want my mom sending in my baby teeth. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. But anyway, good for him. So, it looks like this week is shaping up to be Helen versus Amanda for control of Andy. I really think this is a horrible week for Andy to win HOH. I did want to see him like step up and like maybe make some moves, but this was not the week for him. No one was coming after him. He was pretty much in the sweetest spot in the whole house. But now he's going to have to kind of pick a side, maybe. There is one way that he could go that would kind of like not ruffle any feathers, but it's really not going to help him out either. So Amanda and McCrae were talking to Andy, and they suggested that he put up Helen either, I think it was more as a replacement nominee if someone uses the veto, and then they would vote to keep her to show her loyalty. Why wouldn't you just show that you're loyal to her by not nominating her in the first place? So Andy went and told Helen about this plan that they had, and she was pissed. And then she was like, I think it's time to get rid of Amanda and McCrae. We don't want to miss this opportunity. Where were you the past 2 weeks when Amanda was on the block? And they also said, if we get rid of one of them, then the other one's gonna come after us. That is true, but if you don't get rid of one of them, both of them will be coming after you. Really, people? I feel like that should be obvious, but it's not to them. So Andy was like, oh, maybe soon, but I don't know. But he did say something interesting. He wants McCrae to go before Amanda. In some ways, I would agree with this because McCrae is definitely better at competitions than Amanda, but at the same time, Amanda just has this freaking power over people that makes them do whatever she wants. So that's really dangerous. And then again, you never know what McCrae's going to be like without Amanda, so... and vice versa. So you should definitely take one out. But anyway, the have-nots found out today that America voted for them to have mung beans and mackerel. Both sound disgusting, so have fun with that. Nominations are later today. It's probably going to be Jessie and Spencer. Andy's going to take the easy way out, which is still, it's not really the easiest thing ever because he's promised safety to everyone. But it looks like Jessie is the target, and if one of them gets the veto, Gina Marie is a potential replacement. But Andy has said if Gina Marie does go on the block, he wants her to be the one that goes because she can't get it through her head that this is a game, and if he puts her up and stays, then she's going to try to get rid of him. So he's like, she's got to go if she's up. So I'm thinking Jessie and Spencer, bottom line. Alright, that was a marathon. So tune in tomorrow to find out officially who was nominated, but if you can't wait that long, check back at this spoiler later and we'll put it up in the info when it's done. And watch tomorrow anyway, because they're going to have the veto and it's going to be exciting. Maybe. And until then, much love.